Yes, people, what's everyone saying, man? Welcome to the stream, bro. Welcome to the stream. I've not done one of these yet. I said this. You know, my intros, yeah, are always like, yeah, I've not streamed in ages. I've not streamed. I say that, yeah, but one day, hopefully, I'll be consistent. But big up for joining, yeah. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. We've got loads to talk about, yeah, especially transfers when it comes to United, Cunha and Delap. But before I get into it, yeah, I'm joined by firstly Touchline. I think this is your debut, innit? I don't think you've joined my channel before.
Yeah, bro.
So what you saying, man? Like, how you been? What are you saying?
Oh, yeah, I've been good, bro. Big up to the panel. Big up to everyone in the chat and stuff like that. Big up, man. Big up for having me on.
Yeah, no worries, man. It's a pleasure, bro. What are you saying, Rude? Yeah, working as per usual, innit? What are you saying?
As always, man. I'm just waiting for people to leave, and then that's it. It's gonna chill properly.
Now that's good, man. That's good. But yeah, I want to talk. You know what? I've seen loads of people on Twitter, yeah, debating about Delap, Osimhen. They're saying, oh, they would rather get Osimhen. He's more certified to getting goals. And then it seems to me that the Ineos are favouring trying to get Delap in it. He's played in the Premier League. He's English. It kind of fits the mold in it. Like he's younger. He's like what, 22 years of age as well. I know Osimhen's yeah, he's cheaper as well. However, I did hear that they're trying to get Osimhen for 40 million. How true that is, I don't know. I think he's got like 1 year left in his contract. Someone can fact check that. But I know he's bagging goals in Galatasaray. I'll start off with Touchline. I know we did a combined 11 on your channel, and you said you would rather Osimhen, yeah. But for me, I've not. The only time where I've watched him was probably in AFCON and a few games in Napoli. And from what I can see, yeah, the guy's obviously rapid. He's got a good physical attributes here, but in terms of like finishing, I know he gets himself in good areas, yeah. But I don't know how his first touch is. I don't know how he is back to goal. I feel like he's someone who needs a lot of space in behind to, you know, start scoring in. What are you saying about Osimhen and Delap?
I think he's good in the box, bro. He doesn't just need space. He creates the space for himself. That's what good strikers do. He's a striker that, like, you put a ball into an area, he's there. Do you know what I'm saying? He knows where to be. He's got a good anticipation of when the ball's going to drop, and that is a skill in itself. Personally, so I don't think it's just his hold-up play is not that good. I think Delap's got a better first touch. To be fair, I will agree with that. But my issue with Delap isn't even his quality. It's just I don't want another inexperienced striker. I want an experienced one that's going to guarantee me goals. Because Delap could come in and he hasn't dealt with the pressure of playing for a big club. He hasn't won a league title. Do you know what I'm saying? He's played for Ipswich and Hull and Man City's academy. So he's not like he's been at the top of the game. Whereas this guy's been in finals. He's been in AFCON finals. He's played Champions League. He's played Europa League. He's played for the biggest club in Turkey. He's won a league title with Napoli, first one since Maradona. So do you know what I'm saying? He's played for elite-ish teams. So he's already got that experience. It's a guarantee. It's pretty much more of a safer option than going for a guy who's more high risk in Liam Delap. And United can't afford to go for a high risk striker. We need to get a guaranteed goal bagsman. We've pissed around with that position for far too long, 2-3 years.
Do you think Osimhen is more of a guarantee in terms of bagging goals than a Delap, despite not playing in the
Yeah, 100%. Osimhen bags 20 league goals for any of the top 6 teams. Maybe not Spurs, but anyone else bags 20 league goals. Do you know what I'm saying?
I heard that, to be fair. No, but like I said, yeah, he does get himself in good positions. That I will give you, yeah. Obviously, his first touch is debatable. I feel like he's someone who, like, you're going to need to give him a lot of chances, isn't it? He's not the 2 chances and he's going to bag straight away. Like, I feel like
he gets into the positions for these chances. It's not like he's not like his movement's bad.
No, his movement is obviously good. Like his physical attributes and his pace alone will literally get himself into positions in it. Like I'm just intrigued to see how he plays like in a low block in it, because you know what it is with Man United, right? Is that when especially the lower teams, they're always going to sit deep. Like against the big teams, I can see Osimhen thriving on the counter attack.
But he played in the possession team for Napoli. They were cooking teams. He played in that team, and he played with Kvaratskhelia. He played with ballers, and he was cooking teams. Do you know what I'm saying? I understand that Serie A is a bit different, but like, let's not act like Premier League teams don't open up space, because I hear this thing about Premier League teams they sit back against Man United, bro, Premier League teams play like Brighton don't sit back. They fucking try and play through you. Do you know what I'm saying?
They're a good football inside, to be fair,
Yeah,
Brighton.
Ipswich this season have been trying to play out from the back. They've been opening up. Do you know what I'm saying? There's very rare teams nowadays you see actually sit back in the Premier League. They don't do that. They all try and do this fancy football, and they don't park the bus anymore. You're going to get loads of space in the Prem. Do you know what I'm saying? Mo Salah isn't the most technical player, is he? But you know what I'm saying? People say he relies on space. He still bags 30 goals every season.
But the thing is with Mo Salah, though, like he plays in a lot more stable team that creates like.
That's why we got to make our team stable.
Nah,
you can say the same thing for Delap. Is Delap going to perform in an unstable team? I don't think he's going to get us 20. Don't think exactly. There you go. So
I'm not. You know what it is with me, yeah. Like I'm not saying it has to be Delap or it has to be Osimhen. I genuinely, yeah, when it comes to the strikers between the two, yeah, I actually don't mind. I don't really have a preference. Like when people say, obviously Osimhen, there's more of a sample size of him bagging goals. With Delap, it might just be Ipswich's his level and maybe his mid-tier level, similar to like Solanke, similar. But with Osimhen, yeah, like he's bagging goals in the Turkish league, which is fair enough. He's doing his thing. But what are you saying, like Arud? Like I don't know if you've seen much of either of them. To be fair, the fan base is a bit torn between the two. If you had to choose, yeah, which one are you going for and why? Innit? Like which one is more of your type of number 9?
Obviously, Osimhen, he's a bit more experienced. He's I say 4 years older than Delap as well.
Yeah.
But I do agree with I forgot your name, bro. Touchline, yeah. With Touchline, I do agree with him. Like we need an experienced guy. We need someone that's basically banging goals. We don't need another Rasmus Højlund, you understand? So where Delap, yes, like his potential is good, but we don't want someone that's potential now. I want someone that's guaranteed that's going to get us 15, 20 league goals, right? But overall in the season, I want them to get over 20, 25 goals for Manchester United. That's what I want. And obviously, I was looking at the stats as well. Like Delap this season, he's not even been that bad. He's played 32 league games and he scored 12 goals. So that's in the league as well. And whereas obviously, if you look at Osimhen, he's smashed it. He's played 25 league games and scored 21 league goals. On top of that, he's played the Europa League this season. This is as well 7 matches and 6 goals, and the Turkish Cup 3 matches and 3 goals. So that's 30 goals this season he scored for Galatasaray, and that's Osimhen as well. He's 26 years old. I think if we pick him up for 40 mil, bargain, right? But I think anything more, even 50, I don't mind. But anything more than that, then I'm like, because I know Delap's 30 mil. Yeah. But Osimhen's a proven striker as well. Look, he's scored 30 goals this season already for Galatasaray. So I want a proven striker. Don't get me wrong, if we do buy Delap, he might surprise us. But there's a chance. What if he doesn't?
Yeah, you don't want to go with that risk in it. Like for me, yeah, if someone told me who would you want out of the two, yeah, I've said that before. I genuinely do not mind in it. I've seen a few games of Delap, like decent hold up, striking on the ball. I don't know about his striking on the ball, but he can bag a decent amount. But then again, I've always said that with strikers, yeah, it's all nice for them to be bagging so many goals elsewhere. Yeah, I just want us like to pattern up in terms of like creating a decent amount, and then we're going to be able to see whether they're good enough or not. Because if you look at Darwin Núñez, for instance, yeah, I know he's not a good player and he's rubbish, but obviously we've seen him bag loads of goals in the Portuguese league and he gets himself in positions, yeah, but there's no excuses with him because he plays in a good team, he gets loads of chances and he misses the easy ones and he scores the hard ones. So there's more, you can be like, you know what, Darwin Núñez, you've had your opportunity. Whereas with Osimhen, yeah, if he's getting like 1 or 2 chances here and there, and he's not really bagging them straight away like a Harry Kane. Because look at Erling Haaland, for instance, for Man City. People think that, you know what it is with Haaland? He's a very good goal scorer, but he's not like a prolific finisher. He gets like about 5 chances a game. And obviously he's got loads of creators around him. He's got Pep's system to help him too. So, yeah, that's my thing, innit? I think what the club is going to do, they're going to get Delap. I can just see that. You know, I think that's who they're going to go for. And Osimhen, I can kind of see him going to like a Chelsea, innit? But if we do get Osimhen, you don't have to worry about whether he can bag goals in it. You just need to worry. You just need to concentrate on whether he can adapt to the league, yeah, which he probably will because he's got the attributes. And yeah, bro, I think either is a win-win. You've got Cunha as well who can help on goals, so it doesn't have to be purely on Osimhen. You know, if the system is doing well and everyone's performing and everyone can contribute to goals, because I always say with Man City as well, like they've not had Haaland for the past few game weeks and they scored about a good amount of goals, and that's with Mufc, who's not actually proven like that, but he's a good player, and Bernardo Silva, who's I think he's been chipping in here and there. So yeah, man, like I think the one that I'm excited more, yeah. Big up to Barca Reacts, yeah. He says, big up to him, yeah. He's saying, yeah, I think Delap goes to United. I can't lie. Yeah, he does. I think that's what's going to happen, innit? It's obvious. I've seen Wilcox eyeing him up. But the one that I'm actually low key, yeah, this one's a good one, is the Cunha one, because I've seen so many people. Like, I don't know if you've seen it on Twitter, like Touchline, like people are talking about his attitude, and I just think, yeah. It's the most forced and cringiest thing, as if we need people who are just Mr. Goody Two Shoes at the club. Like, I think we need more people like Cunha in it. Like he fits it. Like, what are you saying about the Cunha sign?
What does an attitude even mean though? Like, what does he have an attitude mean? Because like what? Because he wants to win.
Yeah.
Is that what an attitude means? Do you know what I'm saying? Like Van Dijk kicked up a fuss when he wanted to leave Liverpool. When he wanted to leave Southampton, sorry, to join Liverpool. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, how many players have kicked up a fuss when they wanted to leave and join other clubs? I'm sure we've had players that we've wanted to sign and they've kicked up a fuss at their club before. So I don't even know what an attitude problem even means. Yeah, and I already said before, like, it'd be one of the best signings we could possibly make.
Nah, I heard that, bro. What are you saying? What are you saying, Relax, bro? You good?
You saying? Can you hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you, man. We can hear you. Listen, long time, bro. What are you telling me?
Yeah, man. Been a long time, man. Good, man.
Good.
Seen the.
Yeah, you're lagging out a little bit, yeah.
Because these are two players that I feel like can elevate our team. I think Cunha is a very good player. I think he can slot into that left 10 really well. You know what I mean? I think that's tailor made for him, innit? You see guys like Garnacho, like Rashford. Obviously, Rashford's pushed out the door, but you see the guys like Garnacho. Garnacho don't really suit the left 10. I think he's more of a touchline winger, innit? Like he likes to get the ball. Even on the pitch, like you can see, he really drifts out wide when the 10 is meant to be like very central, innit? So I feel like, yeah, man, these are Cunha's a good signing. I think Delap as well. He's another one that I like. Obviously, and I know the fan base is a bit split on him because he's a player who's young. We've already signed 2 young players, actually Højlund. So I feel like they're very split on him and stuff. And I get it, to be fair, because obviously you don't want to go through another phase where we need a striker that's developing and stuff. So I get the Osimhen links, but I feel like Delap's good. I feel like he's different to the rest. If we do get them, I'll be very happy. I can't lie to you, man. But yeah.
Who would you choose, by the way? Who would you choose out of Osimhen or Delap? Who are you favouring?
For me, I'll say Delap, just because I don't watch Osimhen week in, week out. I kind of know what he's about. I know he's tall, he's physical, he's strong. He's obviously got bare pace. He was rapid, like you were saying. And, you know, you can get him behind and stuff. He does create one thing I do like about him is he creates his own chances in it. Like any half chance and stuff he'll take and he'll turn it into a full chance. But I feel like for me, Delap, he's good, man. He just reminds me of like when Fergie was here. If Fergie was here, he would have signed it easily.
No, I heard that, to be fair. So you know what's like, obviously you're going with Delap. Touchline's going with Osimhen. Rude is going with Osimhen as well. So like I said, it's pretty much clear, yeah, that either of the two is a good option in it, because when was our last good striker? What was it? Ibra,
Martial.
Ibra and Martial, and even with Martial, yeah, he was predominantly more as a left winger in it.
Yeah.
So having a striker, yeah, that can solidify and that can actually, you know what, teams have to worry, because look, it's all nice having obviously the Diallo and your wing backs to worry about when you're going forward, and you got your 2 10s here, but you want that number 9 that's gonna like ship Because, bro, let's be honest. Look at Man City's defense. It can be got at. Arsenal's defense, I know they're very good, yeah, but when they see a player like, for instance, Osimhen or Delap, two physical strikers, yeah, they're gonna, okay, this is gonna be a long day, I have to be on my A game. I can't slack. So again, yeah, bro. Big up to Original says, Ahmed, are you Amaram out if we lose Europa? Mate, I've said this before, innit? I'll get on to Amarim and the Europa League later on, yeah. But I've said for the longest, even if he does win me the Europa, I don't want him here long term, innit? Like, I don't think he's the guy, yeah, to take Man United to get consistent top four and good football. We'll talk about that later on, yeah. But big up for commenting. But yeah, I've seen also there's sales about Rashford, innit? Rashford and Villa. I don't know if you guys have watched that game yesterday. I watched it. I know he scored the penalty, but I don't think he did anything else. He looked rubbish after that pen. Like, he had that one moment where he hit the post. I actually think that if we get 40 mil for Rashford, you get 40 mil for Antony. Sancho 25 mil. And you can get Højlund off the... That is solid, That's solid. Because we know we're not at a stage yet to just do what Chelsea do in it and buy about a gazillion goalkeepers and a gazillion players. So big up, yeah. You want Delap. He's still a child, just like Højlund, both 22 and no experience. Now I hear that. Look, obviously, it's better to get someone who's 26 years of age and who's got the goals to back it up. Sel Onana says Sheaf ERB. Yeah, we'll talk about the goalie as well. But yeah, what are you guys saying about Rashford and Antony? Yeah, do you think? Do you reckon we'll actually be able to get rid in terms of the Rashford thing for 40 mil? Because I actually believe that he wants to go to Barcelona. But then again, if you want to go to Barcelona, that's like me saying I want to marry Rihanna, but she's married, innit? So like, bro, not you can't have everything in life. Do you get it? So what are you guys saying about Rashford? And do you guys believe that he's actually had a good loan spell? Because I think he's been average at best. Like, what are you lot saying? Anyone
Who's
could
that,
go.
Rashi?
Yeah, Rashi, yeah. Manca born and bred. What are you saying?
I think he's had a very average time at Aston Villa, personally. I don't think he's been great, but if I put it this way, if he's gone to Aston Villa full time, I promise you, after a couple of weeks, maybe 2-3 months, he'll be back to his normal Rashford ways, right? Yeah. It's just that, look, he's trying to prove, I want to come back to Manchester United, because he's a United fan as well. You got to understand that. So if they manage to keep him, then he's going to, go back to normal. But if United start winning games, then he's going to say, yeah, I'm going to start performing as well. But if we start having poor games, then he's going to slack. You've got players slacking. But whereas Antony's been a lot better on loan. He's been on fire. Like his game, just play style, everything has been good, man. Shots, creating chances. I've seen some of his games, right? Even his last game, he scored a volley as well. So he's actually playing a lot better. Whereas Rashi, average. But I think, if we pick up 40 mil for each, Antony, I think, could be more. And Sancho, 25, it'd be lovely. So I wouldn't mind, personally, if all three are gone. But I think Antony was not given a fair chance. I personally think.
Agreed.
He wasn't given a chance. Whereas even Sancho, I don't think he was given a fair chance at United, because Eric Ten Hag, to give players chance, you have to give them at least, I would say, 10 matches of run of games to suss a player out. Because look at Garnacho, for example. Many chances, but the guy, man, just like, he's an irritating player. Like, he's potential, but he's just best, I'll say, squad player. He's 21 years old. I think he's a squad player at best. I don't think he will go take United to the next level. I think it has to be other players. But that's my opinion.
Nah, I hear that,
next.
Bro. Big up Barca reacts. He's saying Antony's cooking in La Liga. I've actually watched a few Betis games, Not only is he doing well, because like I know people when they see him score, they're he's odd. If you actually watch his games, like he's linking up well with Isco. Betis play really good football. Pellegrini's their gaffer in it, who used to manage Man City, and they look really good. Like Isco is giving him high praise. Real Betis are clearly want Antony to be a permanent transfer, which is good news as well. So this loan spell has been outstanding, isn't it? Like,
can they afford him?
I think so.
They've already said though that the guy already said he wants to do everything he can to make it happen, but he might have to do another loan deal because he doesn't know if he can afford it. 40 million is expensive for Real Betis because I don't know their finances, but yeah, I mean they're probably going to get Europa League, I imagine, even if they don't win Conference League. I think they'll get top 6. So that will be a decent amount of money for him. But again, spending 40 million on a player is big for them. So yeah.
No, it's massive, 100%. Like I did hear, I heard that as well because if he does do another loan, I even heard Atletico Madrid are trying to get him as well. So if Atletico Madrid are trying to get him, they probably have the finances as well. So it depends. Antony will always have suitors in it. He'll always have people trying to get him. So I'm not too worried about that. But I agree with what you're saying. Rashford deluded, bro. He's not the same player he is. Mourinho was right about him. He's mid. Yeah, I remember Mourinho saying that. He's never going to be that 30-goal striker in it. Like he's not even a striker in the first place. But I hear you. Even McTominay is better than both of them. Who's McTominay better than? Better than who? The biggest crime was selling. Nani says Chief ERB. Betis play like top 5 good football. Though that's why he's doing good. 100%. I agree. Highest I've seen Betis play was like 25 to 30 mil. Well, there you go then. So well, that's a lot of money then for 40 mil. So we'll see what happens though with Antony. Like I know he played a few games as a wing back before he got sold. Him and Diallo were kind of linking up. I actually wanted to talk about Diallo, right? Because I'm a bit mixed with it. Like I know the plan with him is to play him as a right wing back, but do you not think he's kind of wasted there? Playing him as a right wing back, because I remember there was a game against Southampton when we was losing 1-0, and I see Diallo struggling a little bit because he had to get the ball from so deep, like essentially next to the centre backs. And then there was a time, I think in the second half, this is the same game that Antony missed an open net, but even though he missed an open net, it allowed Diallo to go further up the pitch, and be a threat. And then he scored a hat trick, which is no surprise against Man City. I'm pretty sure he played as a right 10, and he was cooking them throughout the whole game. So people will say to me, "Oh, but Ahmed, look at his assist that he gave to Rashford against Ipswich in his first game. He came from a wing back." I'm not saying he's not going to have good moments as a wing back. I'm saying, you want your guy, you're the most talented player with the most touches. Last game against who did we play against? It was Wolves. Yeah, we played Wolves last game. Garnacho got 77 touches of the ball and Kobe got 33. That shouldn't be a case. That should not be happening. So. Where do you guys see Diallo in the system? Do you think he's wasted, or do you guys not mind him in the wing back? Go on, relax. Go on, you can go.
I think that like you said, I think Diallo will have great moments as a right wing back, but just because he's a good footballer. As a good footballer, you can it doesn't matter where you play, you always end up in positions to affect the game in it, just because you're good. But in regards to whether he does well right wing back or right 10, I personally think that right 10, because I just think you play your best players in their best position, and I think his best position is right 10. I like what Amram did with the Antony right wing back and then him at right 10 in terms of having a left footer on the right. And then them two were linking up well. I don't know why he didn't use them. I don't know why he didn't use it frequently. I don't know why he didn't use it frequently before Antony left on loan. Because I feel like every time they're on the pitch they were affecting the game. But for me, I feel like I don't think he's wasted at a right wing back. I still think he does well, but I just feel like at right 10 he's our best attacker, man. He's so good in pockets, in tight spaces. He's got such great technical ability. He can strike the ball. You like you just said against Southampton. When he moved there, he crashed it on them. Like it was night and day. Like he is our best. He's probably our best attacker if you really deep it. And I feel like if we get in Cunha and we get in Delap, or even if it's just one of them two, like the link up that we'll have between them three will be immense. So I feel like right 10 is probably his best position. I'm not too angry if he goes right wing back, but if we're gonna do that, then we need to buy a right 10 who's of good quality, like a Cherky or something. But I still think right 10, man. Can't lie. Don't know what these don't think.
100%, mate. You know what it is, yeah? Like, as obviously Cunha is going to cost 62 million, and you've got Ahmad who can play as a wing back. You've got Ahmad who can play in a 10. You've got Xerxes who can play as a striker and as a 10. You've got like one good thing about our team here is that they can play in multiple positions. Like they're not restricted just on one. Do you get it? So like, if you look at Garnacho, there's no position that he can only play on that left hand side. He's featured here and there on the right, but the quality ain't there. I think if you get someone like Cherky, and then you've got Cunha, and then you've got Delap or Osimhen, yeah, that is the attack goes from here to here straight away. Like I don't know if we're gonna get Cherky. He is cheap, and he's only cost 25 mil. But in terms of the attacking power that we've got, there's no excuses for us not to be scoring a lot more goals next season. Do you get it? Because like we're gonna have a more fully fit Diallo. We're gonna have Xerxes, who's already had 1 year in the Premier League already. We're probably gonna have Delap as well, or Osimhen. So in terms of the attacking power, you got Cunha too. That's solid right there. Because imagine all the games that we're watching Garnacho miss and do the wrong decisions here. Imagine if Cunha's in them positions. Like it's gonna make a huge difference, quality wise, 100%. Big up boss. Sorry, wait, did I read this? Is that top 5 good footballers?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, okay, yeah, top 5 good footballers. But yeah, what are you guys saying about the? I was going to say about the Europa League, innit? We've obviously beaten Lyon. We've beaten what's his name, Sociedad as well. Now we've got Atletico Bilbao. I've heard that these guys don't concede that much. And by the Madrid game, it took Valverde to score a screamer against them, innit? Like out of nowhere. So they're going to be a team, yeah, who are going to be quite difficult to break down. And just a question out there to anyone: do you believe we'll beat Bilbao? And secondly, do you think? I mean, to be fair, they got Nico Williams. They got the other.
He's
Williams.
injured though.
He's injured.
Yeah.
Well, that's a big loss, you know.
But yeah,
Mazraoui would lock him up anyways.
Yeah, Nico Williams, I don't rate, bro.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, no, he's not injured. He's actually playing today. He was injured though. I don't know. I thought his injury was out. He was supposed to be out to the end of May, or the end of this start of May. Sorry.
Now Nico Williams not playing.
He is. He's on the bench.
He's on the bench too.
He's come off the bench. Look.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah, Mazraoui locking him up anyways, bruv. To be honest with you, I'm not worried about Williams. I'm worried more about his brother. I heard his brother's good.
What, Inaki Williams? He's been in La Liga for time, bro. He's more of a striker, isn't it?
Bro, he's changed nations, bruv. He's been. I didn't even know that. This guy's gone from striker, left wing. Do you know what I'm saying? He's been there for years, bro. He's been at Bilbao for years, isn't it?
He's been there for ages. I remember when we was linked with him back in the day, innit? For like 92 mil. I remember those days. I think those were under Ed Woodward, innit? But we just got to watch out for those type of players. You know, I feel Amorim's doing something special here. Buying/selling players ain't going to fix us. Here we go again. Back to the drawing board. Buy him, sell him, says Chief. And he's also saying, I'm sick and tired of this. We all know how it ends. This Chelsea blueprint is a big no-no. Let Amorim cook for another 1-2 seasons. We had Memphis, Sanchez, Pogba, Lukaku.
But who's he talking about though? Like,
yeah, what do you mean, by the way, Chief? Like, when you're saying you're sick and tired,
I agree. The Chelsea blueprint's a load of waffle. I know Ahmed, you like Chelsea blueprint, but I don't.
No, not this current one.
I guarantee we'll go back to the start of the season. You was gassing up their players. That's not like...
No, the players that they got on the attack, they was doing. Like I rated.
But that tells you that technical, just having techie players don't mean you score goals because none of them can put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, but that's more of a managerial issue with Chelsea.
No, that's not that. Other than Palmer, I think Sancho hasn't scored goals in the Premier League his whole time here.
I mean, to be honest, if you
Madueke's never scored goals. Jackson's not a good finisher.
Jackson's not scored.
Yeah,
Jackson's not
scored goals.
Jackson's shit.
Yeah, Jackson's not a good finisher, but he scored about 15 goals last year, I think. I don't know how
many. He had a purple patch at the end of the season.
Yeah, but look how many chances
he also scored a hat-trick against Tottenham, which in that game, he literally, they were playing 9 men and they kept playing the ball high line, so they just kept playing the ball over the top. And he had about 6 offside goals as well.
Yeah, but my thing is, like with Chelsea is that Like they've got enough attackers here to be scoring way more goals, isn't it? Like it's not because they don't have enough goal scorers. Is that the way how they're since December? Yeah, from January to April, they have been absolutely shambolic. Like I've seen them struggle to conference, and early on in the season, yeah, I was bigging up Maresca and I was bigging up like Chelsea because they was ruthless in the market. As much as I didn't like a player like Neto, yeah, but obviously they went and got Sancho. They went and bought Felix as well, but for me personally, it's like with Chelsea, they might not be succeeding, but at least there's an intent to be ruthless in it. Like regardless, at least they're trying. Like if they're not afraid of sacking loads of managers. They're not afraid of buying, selling, buying and selling. There might not be any longevity and consistency, yeah. But they know, yeah, like if they keep on losing, let's buy this player, let's buy that player. I wouldn't be surprised if they go get an Osimhen, for example. And Chelsea right now, they're probably in a better place than us because they've got the finance, they've got their squad's better than us. I'd say their squad's better. I would say the only positions in our team that are better than Chelsea's is probably the defense. That's probably it. Like their defense is rubbish, but yeah, bro. What are you guys saying about the Europa League? Do you reckon we can beat Bilbao?
Bilbao, just looking at them, you know what? Yeah, they've actually conceded less goals in the league than every other team. You know that? Conceded less goals than Atletico Madrid, less than Real Madrid, and Barcelona.
Have they conceded less than Atletico Madrid as well?
Yeah,
by one goal. By one goal.
By one goal, and they're a proper defensive side. Oh my god!
Yeah,
Atletico don't play defensive anymore. They don't play defensive anymore.
But no,
they play quite attacking. To be fair,
they've conceded. Atletico Madrid conceded 27 league goals, whereas Atletico Club 26.
26.
So
that's the way they're coached, though. That's not personnel because they're defenders. Yeah, if I named you their defenders, you would know who they are, bro. They got some guy called Alvarez. DeMarcos. I remember DeMarcos, to be fair. I do remember DeMarcos.
Yeah.
And I'm not even going to pronounce that. And they've got the Spanish goalkeeper, Unai Simon, in goal. So he's actually a decent goalkeeper, to be fair. But yeah.
It's going to be hard to beat them, though. It's going to be
manager,
hard.
I'm pretty sure their manager.
Let's see their goal scoring as well. Do they also score goals? Because
they're beating Las Palmas
1-0. They drew the other week to Osasuna 0-0. Like, do you know what I'm saying? They don't score goals.
They don't score much, but they don't concede much. That's the problem. So that's the issue.
So basically, they're like a poor man's Inter, pretty much. Pretty much. With less quality. To be fair, yeah. I mean, that's like stylistically, that actually doesn't suit us the best. We struggle to break down low blocks. That's actually that's not a great.
They won't be a low block. I think they'll come and try and play, especially at their ground. They'll try and play us off the park. They do all the time. They just can't score goals, bro. Like look at the Rangers game. They drew 0-0.
Yeah.
With 10 men. They then beat them 2-0 against Rangers, and they actually scored. One of them was a penalty, and the Rangers should have had a penalty in that game. Rangers hit the post. Rangers had chances. Rangers were actually, you could argue, probably should have scored more goals. Do you know what I'm saying? They drew 0-0 with Villarreal, 0-0 with Osasuna, 1-0 against Sevilla. They lost to Roma. Do you know what I'm saying? These types of things. They lost 1-0 to Atletico. This game, they beat Real Valladolid 7-1. But
did they not beat Roma? Did they not beat Roma like 2-1? Was it?
Yeah, they beat Roma in the return leg, but they lost the first leg, and then obviously Roma got 10 men. That's why they ended up beating them. Well, not why they obviously ended up beating them. Might end up beating them anyways, but they got 10 men in the first. Hold on, when was it? The first 10 minutes? No, yeah, for 11th minute they got 10 men. And they won the game 3-1 in the end. So ultimately, they're not some unbeatable team. I think Roma would have knocked them out if Roma didn't get a 10 men. I think Roma would have knocked them out personally. They're not an unbeatable team. I think we can beat them.
I think it's
going to be tough.
It's going to be a lot closer.
It's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough. But I think if we can even get a 0-0 or a draw at their ground, right, I think we could do them at Old Trafford. Personally, like 1 or 2 goals. But it's like the last game against Lyon, man. You know what? It was just a roller coaster, man. Honestly, man. It's like, it was crazy, but we done it.
I think we're going to lose the first leg, and I think we'll win in the return leg. Personally, I think we'll lose 2-1 and beat them 2-0 in the return leg. That's what I'm going with.
So 2-1.
Ahmad's going to be back as well, isn't it? I'm pretty sure for the second leg at least.
I hope so. I hope so.
If Ahmad's back for the set, I reckon if Ahmad's back, you got Mainu as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if Xerxes back. I don't know because he was jumping around in the crowd against Leo.
No.
So
He's out for the season.
He's out.
He's out. He's out.
but how's he jumping around in the crowd then?
He's out, man.
He's not torn his ACL, but it's just a hamstring, isn't it? You can still move if you've got like a hamstring.
4 weeks.
I think we can beat them. You know what I'm saying? I hope we go there and get a draw, or because listen, as I say, they're not some unbeatables. Everyone's saying, "Oh, they're going to destroy you." Do you know what I'm saying? They're going to slap you. They said the same thing about Sociedad, by the way, and we put 4 past them. Yeah, so let's not act like we can't cook them. And Rangers held their own against them. And Rangers are shocking. Rangers are a terrible team. I know we narrowly beat Rangers, but genuinely Rangers are terrible. Yeah, they've got about 4 decent players. Yeah, and they're 10 men, and they couldn't beat them with 10 men. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think
we've got way better quality than the players than them. We've got way better quality players. Like in the attack, they're probably set out more. They're probably set out more of a.
It's the way they play in it. It's like they're more related to where they play. They know how to play like possession, tiki taka, bop the ball. This guy's here. It's like when you go to someone else, you go to your house. Yeah, you'll know what the glasses are. You'll know when you go in the kitchen, you know exactly where the glasses are. Yeah, whereas you come to my house, you're not gonna know where the glasses are. You're gonna know where the glasses. You know what I'm saying? Where's the glass? I need to get. That's what they do. Do you know what I'm saying? Bilbao is. Yeah, it's going to be a tough game, but I think we can win. I'm not saying we will win, but I think we can win.
Like I said, yeah, bro, just lock down the Williams guy, that Williams guy, and then we'll be sound in it. Like I'm not trying to see.
Just let him have the ball, sit 10 men behind the ball. That's what we do, and get Garnacho as the runner and Bruno long ball.
Exactly. Like what's Williams gonna do in it? Like that guy, I've not heard that guy's name in about 20 years. If we're being honest, like even his brother Nico Williams, he's just a Spanish Garnacho. If we're being honest, like just a bit better version. Like I don't think he's
Spanish Doku. He's just literally plays like Doku, but he's just a bit better.
Yeah, well, there you go then, innit? So like, I'm not worried about them. Watch them score now that I've said that. But anyway, the one time
I am worried about him, but I think Maz will lock him down.
Now we have to lock them down, innit? Defensively, just put Dallo defensively against him, put Mazraoui defensively against him. They're sweet. What I mean is that we got to stop this trend and blame the owners. Sir Alex never blamed them. He used the youth system, unknown players. Yeah, but back then our youth was way better than it is now. We're back to ground zero, so let Amorim cook. Well,
I wouldn't say that though. I wouldn't say our youth's better back then.
Who's in our youth right now? Okay,
barring Cheeto, we just signed. We got
yeah, but that's not our youth.
Yeah, but he's in our youth. Like he's part of the youth. You know what I mean? Heaven as well as a baller. We just got Mainu as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Like back then we had who did we have coming through? Pogba, that was it. Was the only one really.
Pogba, Greenwood.
Yeah, Lingard, Ravel.
Yeah, but Greenwood wasn't under. Greenwood was nowhere near Fergie. Wasn't under Fergie. He's talking about under Fergie.
Like cleverly Lingard, Ravel.
Exactly. Like Ravel was talented apparently, but you know we never saw that.
Pogba.
He was good. He was actually good. I've seen bits. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone says he was unreal. I know. I don't know because we never saw it.
He was better than Pogba. His control,
that's what people
everything,
said,
man.
People said he was better than Pogba.
Are you sure?
I beg to differ because Pogba is unreal.
Watch his old videos. You're gonna be like, wow. You know what I mean? Like even watching, I think he played for Leeds. You could see a glimpse of talent there. His lifestyle fucked him up, right? I'm telling you, that guy was a baller, right? It's just, he's such a wicked talent, man. Just couldn't believe it.
Even Fergie wrote a letter about him or something to Ferdinand, and he said that something that obviously he must have personal things in his life, innit, that stopped him from thinking. He said he's one of the most talented. Saying along the lines, he's one of the most talented players of all time. Yeah, Pogba did say he's better than him. Sir Alex Ferguson was gassing him up to Rio, and Ravel started crying about it because he knew he could have probably done more of his career. But listen, I never watched him, innit. But yeah, other than that, I would say Mainu's better talent than Lingard.
Oh yeah,
obviously.
Yeah, but yeah, agreed.
No, that's 100%. Like Jesse, you know what it is with Jesse Lingard? Yeah, I think people do a bit dirty in it. Like, actually, not a bit. I think they do him very dirty. Like I'm not saying he was a world beater, but in big moments he was there for us.
Yeah,
and like under Jose, go on, Ruud, go on.
No, it's because of Lingard we won the FA Cup. People forget.
Yeah, he scored an absolute banger. Oh my
God.
Yeah. Like one of the most
forget the moments. You don't forget the moments, man.
Yeah, that is one of the best goals you'll ever see in an FA Cup
And
final.
then the guy
ever.
was dancing in it, the Palace manager, like he was dancing. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
I remember
They had
that.
10 minutes to go and they were 1-0 up and they bottled it. Do you know what I'm saying? As soon as they went 1-0 up, they shut the bed.
100%, bro. He used to bag against Arsenal. Used to bag against. I remember that goal where he scored against Chelsea when he was on the floor, and then he just binsed it top right. Like, I don't know. Yeah. That's when he had like his mohawk, like his little mohawk, isn't it? Yeah. When
he scored in the League Cup final in Josie's first season as well.
Yeah. I remember when he ran past like.
No, that was the Community Shield, wasn't it?
Yeah, and he scored the League Cup. You know when he
scored in the League Cup.
Inside. Yeah, he got the ball cut inside.
He scored a worldie for England as well at the World Cup. I think it was in the Tunisia game. He cut inside and scored it. Top bins. But I got to go.
Big up touchline, yeah.
Big up to the panel, man. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up, man. Big up to everyone. Big up for Ahmed for having me on, bro. Big up, bro.
100%. Bless
Big
up,
up
man.
to everyone on the panel, man. I'm out, people. Big up to the chat as well.
Big up, man. But that's what I'm saying. Like, speaking of youth players, wasn't Paul Scholes on the Fergie as well? Paul Scholes.
Yeah, but that was like class of '92, innit? Like,
yeah. So like, obviously, like the youth that we had was mad. We beat Bodo too. I'm concerned about Spurs and Bilbao. Tottenham, yeah. To be fair, they knocked us out in the cup, innit? But I'm not scared of Tottenham. Come on, bro. Like, I mean, I thought we were doing bad, but they're doing just as bad, if not worse. Pogba said he was better. Pogba said he was better than him. Even Sir Alex said he's. Yeah, but the thing is, with Pogba, he's always going to be humble, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? He's always going to be humble. But fair enough, innit? If Ravel Morrison was a better talent than Fez, the only club that I have saw of him is him and Zaha in the same team. That's
like England, England.
Yeah.
And they'll beat
Zaha was in our youth, no?
Nah, we got him from Palace, innit? We got him from Palace.
Palace. Yeah. Hell yeah, Mainu is better, says. Yeah, of course he's better. 100%. I'll take Greenwood over Garner any given day. I'll lend him my wife, get her, marry her for, what? Get her for all I care after the allegations, mad thing. But what, bro, this guy's crazy, you know. Bro.
That's mad, bro.
That is crazy. Zaha from Palace. I'll big up Taz. Yeah. Palace.
Yeah,
Yanazai was academy. Oh yeah, Yanazai as well. I forgot about Yanazai. He was another good player.
Yeah.
But yeah, as for this comment, listen, Greenwood, he's not at Man United for obvious reasons, isn't it? Of course, he's doing his thing at Marseille, but it was never about whether he was good enough. He's just a tapped guy, isn't it?
Man. Yeah.
He's just tapped. But yeah, is there anything else you guys want to touch on? Anything in particular, or?
What do you think? Like, Amra, a minute. What do you think about him? Like, so far in this season, I think personally, I think he's been disappointed, man. Can't lie to you, bruv. But
I turned Amram out 2 months ago. I was like, I had enough.
Yeah, bro. I'm not at the point where like I'm Amram out, but I'm like when like 6 wins in 23, I think that's the stat, innit? And we haven't really seen his like style too much. We've seen it in glimpses. Like I've seen couple patches of like we're playing good and stuff and like link ups, but in totality, I thought he was gonna come in. We played a release course for a minute, like 10 million. I thought he was gonna come in and like really, because if you saw his first press conference, he was like, we should risk and like we should suffer and stuff like that. Yeah. And I was like, okay, cool, we're getting a coach, because our criticism was Ten Hag was like, but one season, or not 1 season, sorry, with that Brentford game where they passed the ball to Eriksen and stuff. That was when Ten Hag kind of said, I'm bidding this style because it's not going to work, and we criticized him for it. And I thought Amring was going to bring that. He's going to bring his own style, like no matter what, we're going to suffer, and if it doesn't go our way, it doesn't matter. We're just going to keep at it. But I feel like he's been disappointed, man. Like I haven't really seen too much. If like, I'll tell you now, like if they got rid of him tomorrow, I don't think that many people should complain, to be honest, because you can't, like, you look at Wolves and Everton. Vitor Pereira has accumulated more points than him since they come in, and Moyes, and so has Moyes, and they all came out around similar time. And our squad's better than both of us, so he doesn't really have an excuse, in my opinion.
100% our squad's better than theirs, and also we haven't registered the Premier League back-to-back win either. You know what it is? like, people think, yeah, that, oh, why are you trying to be different about being Amorim out? It's not about being different. It's realizing, yeah, what club you're supporting. Manchester United Football Club. Yeah, just because we've not been good, we need to actually realize who we're supporting. Think about it. Do you really think that I would be complaining if we were playing good football? Maybe not rack as many points, yeah, but I can see significant improvement in the players, in the style, and the way how we're just performing, even if we might not be getting the results. Hell no. But when I'm watching Man United, the football is not good enough.
Yeah.
You're playing 5 defenders and we're still conceding chances. We're pretty much out of every competition, barring the Europa League. League form is horrendous. His squad selection is horrendous. And what else? Like, he's just an interview merchant so far, isn't it? Like, I really, you know what's crazy? Yeah, he's a really likable guy, very likable. But you know what? Being nice ain't gonna get you anywhere in life if we're being serious. Like you need to be like not even ruthless, but it's just.
I'm gonna say, like, obviously, I'm gonna keep him because, like, I understand people are frustrated, and is what it is. But you just, you know what I mean? It's end of the day. I know people talk about the squads and stuff like that, but this is technically all Erik ten Hag's squad. Every single player, right, is his squad. So, like, obviously, if Erik ten Hag was in, maybe still do a little bit better, but we've got nowhere still. Ruben Amorim's come in, and even before he came in, it was said as well that if he does not say yes, right, the owners of the club, and they would have said, look, they would have said to him, fuck off, straight. So Amorim wanted to come in the summer, where he had the whole summer. He got 5 players, he like his style, and he would have trained the players the way he wanted, right? He's come now when the season's fucked already for the guy, right? He has to do the best he can with the players he's got, right? But the only disappointing thing with him, right, Amorim, like, obviously I want him to succeed, but it's pissing me off where he's always picking people like Rasmus Højlund. Like, he's failed every single time, right? Like, honestly, if it was me, I'll actually give Cheeto a chance, right? You know, Cheeto, the youngster, I'd rather give him a chance, right? In the next game, I'll give him a chance, right? Rather than Rasmus, because Rasmus is just awful, right? Cheeto probably, like, if you give him a 10 runs a game or 5 runs a game, I guarantee he's probably going to score like 2-3 goals, right? Garnacho, at the moment, he's lucky because Ahmad's injured.
Facts.
Right? Otherwise, Ahmad would be playing. Right? That's 100%. Yeah, that's the only thing he's unlucky. And the reason why, obviously, Erik ten Hag was sacked as well because of him not selecting the best players. Ahmad was our best player. Right? Technically, because of Ahmad, you won the FA Cup. Right? It is true. Yeah, he's the one that got the final goal against Liverpool. Facts, right? So he just didn't like with pick players, but I'm hoping Ruben's given one more season, and if he does bad next season, then I'll put my hands up and say, yeah, not good enough.
That's a very fair assessment, isn't it, on Ten Hag, isn't it? Oh, not Ten Hag. Amorim, sorry.
It's on your mind.
That's how much he's traumatized me, bro. Bro. Amorim, I mean, sorry. Big up, Chief. Make sure you like and subscribe, innit? What was I going to say? And Onan is the worst goalkeeper ever. We could break the record for 300 BC having him around, says Chief. I don't think he's the... Actually, he's been rubbish in it, but I wouldn't say he's the worst goalkeeper. Like, he's not the best. He's not... Yeah.
Who's the worst keeper that we've had? Be honest. Who's the worst?
I think it is him, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, probably.
Who is the worst? Because before De Gea was Van der Sar.
Yeah.
Who
I
was?
I wasn't old enough to see Roy Carroll and stuff, but was he bad? Roy Carroll, he had Taibbi, he had...
They didn't make too many mistakes, so like Tim Howard, all
Howard,
these boys.
Barthez.
They didn't make...
But
but you know what I mean, but I think Onana, man, he's just made too many mistakes.
Yeah, man,
that's actually
so it's true. It's true, though. It's true.
Statistically, he is the worst, isn't it? Of course.
Yeah.
I just like the reason why I say that is like, I'm not saying he's some world beater. It's kind of crazy how he was in a Champions League final with Inter and he was like doing his thing. And then he actually had a good performance against Man City. And obviously he was playing in a better team and he was playing for a better manager and the team was very good defensively. So he didn't face that many shots.
But bro, what pisses me off is that we had a chance to buy Costa.
Oh, Costa, yeah.
Rather than Onana, yeah. And obviously, because Onana's his Eric Ten Hag's boy at Ajax, he's picked Onana, right? Costa was, I think 10 million cheaper or same price. Could have picked Costa, and Costa's obviously height matters as well. He's taller, a bit more athletic as well, I'll say, and I think he's younger as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, but I think they're even after Costa now.
Nah, 100%. Like listen, you know what it is, yeah? It's like the thing is with me is that it's not that Onana's not good actually. Let me stop waffling. He's not good. He's not good, in it. I know he's been bad. Like he does. One thing that really annoys me with Onana, yeah, is that this guy talks way too much. Why is he talking?
Yeah.
The thing is, you know what he should have done? This is what he should have done. Not say a single thing about Matic, put in a sick performance, wait until the 2 legs is done and be like, yeah, talk to me now, innit? My chest is out, talk to me now. That's what you don't do it before the game and then do a mistake. But you know how stupid that is. Like he literally, that free kick that we conceded in the first leg, he dived about 20 years later. Like his diving, the way he dives is so funny. It's so unorthodox. Like it's crazy. Yeah. But you can tell he was never a goalkeeper. He was probably a midfielder. I've seen that clip when he was in holiday when he was just like dribbling past. He's not a goalkeeper, innit? But I said go get that Villa keeper. But as soon as I said that, he started doing mistakes. So I don't know if I'm jinxing it here, but I'll still go get that Martinez goalkeeper, innit? I think he's quality. Now, Ahmed, you didn't watch his games even at Inter. Fans know he's shy. Ask Mo, he'll tell you. Listen, I'm not asking anything about footy judge Mo, innit? That guy said to me that Diallo's not going to be a Premier League footballer, yeah, and he's not going to be in the Prem. So he doubted my store boy, so I'm not going to ask anything about Mo. But big up to him. What are you saying, bro? I just seen you join, innit? What's your name, man? What you saying?
Yeah, guys. Kishon from Florida. Well, from Jamaica, but I live in Florida.
Oh, come on, let's go.
You know, Onana. To be fair, you know, I don't think Onana is a bad goalkeeper, right? He looks bad, to be honest. On the ice, he does look bad. But I think his problem is his mouth. You know, it is that mouth of his. You know, I think whenever you have a bad run of form, I think you just have to settle in. You know, keep your mouth shut and let the performances speak for itself. You look at Harry Maguire, for example. You know, Harry Maguire wasn't much of a talker, but I remember this one occasion when he went on international duty. He was, poor for United. He scored a goal against a small country. He did the celebration with, the hand to the ears. And, I remember as United fans were saying, like, bro, like, what? You're shit for United. Yes, you scored a goal against a small country, but, just keep quiet, block out the noise. And, ever since he has been a bit better for United. And I think Onana, listen, he was at Inter Milan. I think he won the Scudetto with them. He went to the Champions League final. So to some extent, to some degree, there has to be a good goalkeeper within Andre Onana. But he does have some question marks surrounding him. And I think in terms of the fundamentals of Onana, looking back at his time at even Ajax and Inter Milan as well, I think what happened at those clubs is that he made some of these same mistakes that he's making at United. It's just that United were more in the spotlight, so these things get highlighted a bit more. And then the whole pressure of playing in the Premier League, week in, week out against some of these teams, you're going to be punished for some of these mistakes that you tend to make compared to when you're at Ajax in the Dutch league and in the Italian league. So I think that is the problem with Onana. But I want to touch on something with Ruben Amorim, right? I know that many people know. They've been frustrated with Amorim. And at one point in the season, I was based on the fact that this new age of managers where it's all system-based, I respect it, but I think it's kind of stupid to some degree. If I hire you for a job, I expect that with the tools given, you try to get the best out of these individuals, right? And when he came in, and I normally say to people, if this means that we get relegated, you're going to tell me about he didn't have the players for a system, even if United gets relegated? You're going to tell me that he didn't have the players to play the system. So he's hell-bent on playing this formation just so that players can adapt to it. But we're going to get relegated at the end of the day.
Mhm.
You know, it's pure stupidity. And you know, the longer it went on, I kind of just resigned from the fact that listen, we're just shit, and these players aren't good enough to an extent, right? So that was my thought process of Amorim at first. And as the season stretched along, right, and there was one particular game, I don't remember who it was, but we had kids on the bench. I think it was against Tottenham away from home. And I was like, you know, Eric Ten Hag for me should be charged. You know, like, bro, if I saw Eric Ten Hag, I would slap that guy with all due respect. Because where is that 700 million? It's nowhere in the squad. So it's very difficult for Amram to work with these players. And I'm saying, you know, today I was doing a lot of reminiscing on past United teams. Just poster Alex Ferguson. I was looking back at the Crystal Palace game 3-2. Nemanja Matic scored the winner in that game. And Jesse Lingard back posted against Chelsea at Old Trafford. You know, under here a wonderful performance against Eden Hazard. Southampton, Edison Cavani came back into that game, 2 goals, 2 diving headers. And I'm looking at these teams and I'm saying, at least with these teams, even though we weren't great, there was some form of ability with these players and some form of fight and heart to a degree. In comparison to now, how many technical players do we even have in this team? How many players do we have in this team with any heart? So it's really tough on Amorim, but I think next season, I'm not going to say top 4 because I do believe that you have many other teams better than United, but I definitely think top 7 would be the aim for me with this United team and some of the incoming players as well, especially if you get a player like Osimhen. If you get Osimhen, Cunha, there's no excuse as to why United probably shouldn't even get top 4, right? But definitely top 7 should be an I aim for United.
No, 100%. I hear what you're saying as well. Like, you make some good points, especially about Onana and Ten Hag. I agree with pretty much like most, but like, you know how you said about we don't have enough technical players. If you compare the technical players that we have now in comparison to who we had back in the day, obviously Martial, Pogba, Sancho as well, it was a lot higher. Donny van de Beek, too, Mata. It was a lot higher, I agree. But I still do believe that we've got some technical players, and I still do believe that this team that we have currently is more suited to a technical manager than a counter-attacking physical manager. Like because this is how I say it, yeah. Dalot technical, like he's good on the ball. Like, I like Dalot in it. I know people have their question. I've always rated him, yeah. I think he's technical enough. Like he's good with both feet, can pass. You've got Mazraoui who's technical, Lenny Yoro who's technical, Lissandro Martinez, for as much as he lacks in physical attributes, he's good on the ball. So there, I've just named you 4 players from the back line. Who else? Delap is good enough on the ball. Heaven is good. You've got Casemiro is good enough. I think he's competent. Like he can do it. Like he's not as bad as people are making out to be. I think once he's pressed, and once you press him and you leave him isolated by himself, then he won't be he won't be good. But Casemiro in general is good. He's got some good attributes on the ball. Ugarte, no, he's not good on the ball. That I can concede. You've got Kobe Mainu who's good, Diallo, Xerxes, Cunha potentially. I've just like it might not be like a full squad, but there's at least 8 or 9 players. Eriksen, he doesn't need to be a start. I'm not naming you players who need to be starting like Eriksen, yeah, but there's enough players there to try and get the best out of. And when you said about Everton and Wolves are near us in the league, but they don't have better squads. And I understand he came in halfway through a season, but bro, you should be doing way better. The reason why we wanted Ten Hag gone, yeah, is to see an improvement. Get a better manager in, you improve the players. Like logically speaking, that's how it should go in it. But
you know, I think to some extent, I'm not sure if I'm not sure as to what the coaching staff is like at United, right? But if you look at teams and 2 particular teams in this league, Aston Villa and Newcastle United, I think what those 2 teams have over us is better coaching, right? Yeah. And I was looking back at last season. I think Spurs finished 3 points ahead of us. I think Newcastle like 6, and I think Villa like 8, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And I was looking at last summer's transfer window, and Aston Villa and Newcastle didn't really do much in the transfer window, to be honest. Aston Villa only got a bit better and more consistent since Asensio and Marcus Rashford came in. And Newcastle, they had a bad season last season, but with most of their players, they just built back with that squad, and they just came back this season. They've been having a wonderful season to some degree, right? Whereas United, it's the same squad with like 4 additional players in Ugarte, Yoro, and the rest of the guys. But in terms of the core of the squad that was there last season, coming into this season, we have failed to improve in terms of getting these players to a better level. And I think that's a main problem for United over the years, where there's only one player at United who is great, and to me, that greatness comes down to that individual himself, and it's Bruno Fernandes. I don't think there's any coach at United ever who helped Bruno Fernandes in his game in terms of improving. Who would that have been? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Hell no. Eric Ten Hag? Hell no. Ruben Amorim? I can't say for sure, you know. But other players, you look across the board, who have we really improved? I even think Lisandro Martinez, when he was good, that was just down to him. And I think to some extent, he would have regressed as well.
What are you saying, Rude? Did you have any, did you agree with what he's saying in terms of like that? Because he does make a good point about the Newcastle, like how they've not really bought that many players. It's essentially the same team as before. Obviously, Aston Villa got Rashford and who else? Asensio in January transfer
and Marlon as well.
And Marlon as well, yeah. But
if you look at Manchester United, right, like compared to Newcastle, for example, when we played Newcastle away at Newcastle, I knew we were going to lose because Newcastle, if you look at overall the players, they're more physical than United, right? Physical, stronger, more pace. That's it. The only thing that United have a little bit better is some of the players are technically better.
Yeah.
But some days, if you're physically better than a team that's just a little bit technically better, the physical team will win, right? But like, for example, if you have I'm not going to compare the classic Barcelona squad, you know, but Barcelona, they weren't like physical. They were like, every single player was technical and they would dominate teams, right? You don't need to be physical to actually beat teams, man. So with United, man, the problem is that it's a very unbalanced side. Very unbalanced side. There's literally sometimes no one knows what they're doing. Some people are confused, you know, whereas Newcastle, they've got structure already. Everyone knows what they're doing, right? They've got a new owner. The owner's like, right, if anyone fucks up, you're gone, right? So every player from Newcastle, they're like, we want to prove ourselves. Whereas United, you know, they're there thinking, right, we're there for the payday. You know what I mean? They don't really care. They can run out their contract, right? Whereas Newcastle, right, the management there, they're a bit more ruthless, right? United, they're not ruthless. And we're not being ruthless for years. And that's the issue. And I think that's where we're slacking compared to other teams. Whereas other teams are lower teams, man. Players want to prove themselves. But at United, it just seems like people come here, they just free. Because what it is, you got to understand, United is a brand as well. So if, for example, someone like Ahmed gets into this team now, his flipping followers will go up from 2,000 to flipping, you know, 100,000 straight away, literally straight away. And from there, it's, you know what I mean? Then Ahmed's basically working on his own brand, whereas these players are working on their own shit then. So it's more of a popularity than if they come to United. That's all it is.
Yeah.
My opinion. So, yeah.
No, I agree with what you're saying, like 100% with what you're saying. Chief says we're wasting balls. But yeah, man, like there's 5 people, and make sure you like and sub, and make sure you follow Rude. Make sure you follow. I always forget your name, by the way. Bottom right. I always forget. What's your name, by the way? The one, the United.
Full 90 with Kish.
Full 90 with Kish. Okay.
Yeah.
Great to have you on, by the way. Feel free to hit me up in the DMs if you want more shows in it. I'm trying.
You're on Instagram?
Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah. You could just hit me up on Twitter, innit? Yeah, and make sure you follow Jay. Is it Raylex?
Yeah.
Raylex, yeah. I see he's got the United retro kit.
Yeah, man. I copped it like a couple of days ago, innit? 1991, where we won. We beat Barcelona, innit? Sorry.
Right.
Like, yeah, let me get that, man.
Yeah, well, when we were serious, innit? They got the old time.
Yeah. We was winning trophies, fam. Big trophies as well.
Big sure. Yeah, listen, I need to get a retro kit as well. But big up the panel as well. Big up the comment section as well for keeping the chat going as well. What else? But yeah, man, we've pretty much covered everything. Chief as well has been here from start to finish. Shout out to Chief ERB. Shout out to Ramo. I'm just going to shout a few people out. No, that's me. One sec. Yeah, that's probably big up Taz as well, the fraud. And big up Barca Reacts as well. And original bro, innit? I'm going to end the show here, yeah? Hopefully. Yeah, sorry, did you want to say something full?
The last point I wanted to make, I was watching a recent interview. I think it was Stephen hosting on Mourinho, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah,
and it was the 2017-18 season. You know, the season when we finished 19 points behind City.
Yeah.
And we got Dalo and Fred, which was a very disappointing window, right? And
Yeah.
Housen was saying that, respectfully, those two players would have never closed a 19-point gap. And he was asking Mourinho as to what he wanted in that summer. And Jose made a good point in terms of it wasn't so much about the incomings, but it was more about the outgoings, in terms of players that he wanted to get rid of. And I think at United we still suffer with this problem where we're not getting rid of enough players who are not good enough for whichever specific coach that is. Again, you look at Aston Villa, Newcastle United, especially Newcastle, they moved out a lot of players who they would have deemed as mediocre because they're trying to get to a level in which they're kind of on the path. They recently won the Carabao Cup. Maybe they'll make the Champions League again this season. We'll see. So, it's almost like I'm renovating a house, and whilst renovating this house, I'm already thinking about new furniture. I wouldn't want to bring new furniture in with old furniture, Aesthetically, that's not pleasing to the eye. And I think with this United team, I think Ruud made a great point in terms of the team isn't balanced because we have new players coming in who they might be good, but you also have players here who aren't good enough. And then the new players is almost like they fall to that level as well. So I think in that regard, we have to this summer, we have to get moving fast in terms of getting rid of players rather than bringing players in. We do need players to come in as well, but we also need to get rid of some players like Marcus Rashford, Antony, Jadon Sancho, and some of these guys. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Thanks for the opportunity to come on, guys.
Now, 100%. Just to touch on the outgoings, listen, Garnacho, Mason Mount, Rashford, Højlund. Who else am I missing? Am I missing someone else?
Yeah,
Lindelof
as well. What's he doing here, mate? What's he doing?
Yeah.
Like,
Sure.
listen.
Your boy is Shaw.
Oh, that guy. You
bless
know
up,
what it
guys.
is?
Respect.
Oh, big up, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what it is, yeah? I think, like, who really gets under? Luke Shaw, he just really annoys me. I see him and I just get pissed.
Did you realise that in the last game, when Mazraoui and one other guy got subbed, Luke Shaw came on. We were winning 2-0, right? He comes on, we concede 4 goals.
And he gives away a penalty.
And he gives away a penalty.
That is I didn't even realise that. So when he come on, we conceded 4 goals pretty much.
4 goals. I'm not saying all 4 is his fault, but I'm just saying 4 goals conceded. Yeah.
Bro, that's actually a good point. That is actually a good point. But yeah, bro, Luke Shaw, I don't know how he's still here, man. But listen, hopefully we have a good window, next season. I just need, bro, this is what I need to happen. I just need to shut down my socials for Liverpool when they win it. I'll just about that and just PSG, do your thing in it. Do your thing against Arsenal because I'm tired. But absolute cinema. Big up, like and sub, and peace, man. Peace.
Take care, guys.
Take care.